Okay, so what I did is I kept the live broadcast rolling, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in closer on the sun. It's pretty spectacular right now. There's hundreds of verses that indicate that the globe is a lie. Sometimes people right away want to try to disprove it without, like when they first are exposed to the reality that we're not on a globe, or the proclamation. When I say, you know, if you believe we're on a globe, you're deceived. Now, that's not my leading comment to a lot of people. Some people are very proud and self-sufficient and think they got a good bead on things. They're all excited about spending eternity with Jesus, and they're struggling with a lot of sin. Huh, how about that? Are they actually born again? That's why I will say, well, I thought I was born again until I actually was, and then he set me free. That was part of the evidence that something profound and truly significant happened to me. That's why I'm doing this. What you believe about this or that, whatever those are, is relatively insignificant. The kaleidoscope of conspiracy, if you miss the one where you actually find out the need to be born of God's Spirit, and then to determine if there's sufficient evidence to convict you of that. You know, like if I was on trial to see if I'm guilty of truly believing, I would say, well, yeah, hello. This is the passion of my life, is to proclaim the good news to the ends of the earth around the clock, leveraging worldwide, instantaneous, portable communication, social media, everything that's available to me and us to do that. This isn't a me show. This is a we show. This is, you know, I know there's a lot of people that have gone before me, they're telling the truth has cost them their life. Did you know that with the process of electrolysis, adding electricity in a process, you can shatter the bond between oxygen and hydrogen and create HHO, hydroxygen? Stanley Meyer created a car that would run on water. Went from coast to coast on less than 30 gallons of water. They poisoned and killed him. He wouldn't sell out. He was offered billions of dollars. He wouldn't take it. They killed him. I posted the video to my liked videos. I don't know if it's still there. There's a modern day book burning going on, but it's not really of books. It's of the thought police are out there, and they're deleting accounts that are telling the truth. Not all of them. I'm telling the truth. I'm still up and running for now. How long will that last? I don't know. I'll just keep on doing it. So one of the ideas that I have is, if you wanted to scroll through my liked videos and create a playlist of the videos you would like to share in a playlist, feel free to package it together. You can call it The Truth, and if you would like, you can send it to me. You can hyperlink it in a comment. Command Z, Command V, copy and paste. When I finally learned how to do that, it was so funny. Our oldest son David taught me how to do it. Copy and paste. I said, wow, Command C, Command V. The world will never be the same. And I still, there's things that I learn as I go. And they have a meme generator that they shared with me. I haven't created as many memes as I probably will, of course. I've created some of what I call beams. It's a video meme, and in the context of of what I'm talking about, I'll show you right now. It's where I take the camera and rotate it in the inverted direction to help illustrate the impossibility of life on a globe. Imagine people walking a dog, a couple walking a dog upside down, a bicyclist upside down, water sticking to a spinning, wobbling, and gyrating globe. Only in the imagination, folks. That's where it happens. That's where all of this targeted deception ends up, is in the imagination. How about that? Isn't that special? So how are you going to be able to determine that if you're all toxic with fluoride in the water and toothpaste and cancer-causing neurotoxins in the sunscreens and aluminum in your deodorant and Red Bull and Cheetos and Ho-Hos and Mountain Dew shooting out your nose watching PewDiePie make fun of the truth? Logan Paul punking the Flat Earth Conference? I talked not least, there is a least wheel, but it's Kelly Wheel from the Daily Beast interviewed me. I interviewed her. She found out that Logan was punking the conference, pranking it. And here's a shout out to you, Kelly. You can interview me again. Fly on down. Come on here. Anybody want to interview me? Come on down. This is where I am. NASA's punking humanity using the world space stations through the military-industrial complex of the beast system of the world governments. I'm not picking on the United States only. It's the system of the Antichrist that's enslaving humanity with a false reality. That's why I'm outing it all. The pharmaceutical industry is drugging humanity. Some aspects, some portions of it. Satan doesn't care whether you get your drugs from Walmart or the corner pharmacy or the corner liquor store. Or if you get it unknowingly through all the toxic additives in the food, the water, the air. So what I've made a concerted effort to do is to put healthy nutrients in and on my body, coconut oil on my skin instead of toxic sunscreens. I'm bathing in drinking water, purified water. I've got 5-gallon jugs of polycarbonate. And my system has like a 1.5-gallon tank. It'll produce 70 gallons a day, which is abundantly enough. And then I've got a whole house carbon filter, dual carbon. The filters are massive. I want the chemicals out of there. When I'm done bathing with 2 cups of Epsom salt or magnesium sulfate in the water, in the drinking water that I'm bathing with, I heat 10 gallons of it up on the stove. The other 20 gallons or so I just dump in the tub. When I'm done with that water, I can water my plants. Good for the plants, good for me. Good to be free. I liquefy spinach, kale, chia seed, hemp hearts, apple cider vinegar, mixed berries, bananas, prunes. I'll have some people say, oh, you're juicing. No, I'm not juicing. I want that fiber. When somebody's all cranky and bound up, got a frown on their face, probably use a little more fiber in their diet. I believe that truth is fiber for the deceived individual. It's the reality of the world that we live in. That's what I'm showing humanity, is the reality of the world that we live in. And it's very unpopular with some folks. Oh well, those aren't the folks that are likely to subscribe and get the notification bell activated. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't put more fuel on my in my tank when I get more views. I don't even know how accurate the estimated views are, or my subscriber count. I watch my subscriber count. I have the most recent subscriber feature activated so I can see who comes on. Hey, I'm getting subs and I'm not seeing them. It means they're their subscription list is not public, just as mine is not public. I'll subscribe to people of a very divergent background and belief system, even the haters that are coming up with all kinds of weird, hateful stuff. I'll sub to some of them. Now, the people that I want to learn from, that have great content, I still find them and I get the notifications from them. I know how to do that. I believe what I'm going to do for a while now is go ahead and get my setup a little bit better over there, my chairs and that. I'm just going to let this roll. I'm going to let this record and let you enjoy the beauty and majesty of what's unfolding in front of you, and consider that. As a thought for that, as I listen to Scripture and meditate on it day and night, around the clock, listen to the Bible, typically the New Testament Gospels, when I'm sleeping. I love that. Transported in many of my lucid dreams. Not all of them are lucid, some of them are, meaning I'm aware that I'm in a dream, and I really enjoy it. It's a great thing. It gets kind of confusing when I was all drugged up and I sometimes didn't differentiate what was reality when I was actually awake, and I was drunk or stoned or drugged. Glad to be free. What I wanted to say with all that is I do have a diverse group of content. Some of the videos are like 24-hour feed of beautiful waterfalls from all over the world. Waterfalls. Our interaction with water as we take a shower, use the restroom, wash our hands, wash our car, water our plants. The water seeks level. I'm going to leave you think on that for a while I get my setup taken care of. I'll be back.